Johanna.
Hi guys, welcome back to episode 2 in my baby album series. So this is just a series that I want to do sharing how I'm going about putting my baby's first year album together. So I am doing a Project Life album. If you'd like to check out the first episode, I will link that below. In the first episode I just talked through what I have collected for the album and a little bit of my plans, but not in too much detail. So in this episode I'm going into a little bit more detail and going to start putting my page protectors into my album. So this is just the way that I like to do it. You can definitely put your pocket pages in as you go along and work it out as you go, but I kind of like to have my pocket pages in my album before I start, just so that I have a bit of a clear plan to follow and I also have a little bit of structure. So to do that, the first thing I do, I did this with my previous kids' albums, is just kind of write out a plan of how I think I'm going to set the album out. So I've got some messy scribbles here of my plans, and these can change and that's fine if they do change, but I just like to have a basic structure to my album so that when the time comes I have my photos to put into it, I already have the pages set out for me a little bit. So for me, I have worked out that I'm doing this album based on the first year, and so the majority of spreads I'm going to be doing in here are going to be monthly update spreads. But in the beginning of the album I've also got a couple of extra pages that I'd like to put in here. So for example, the first page I want to have like an introduction page where I have a picture of the baby, the day that she was born and her birth date and stuff like that, and then I want to go into like the birth story and footprints and photos from her first day of life. After all that kind of thing, I'd like to go into having a couple of pages there for documenting the first throughout the entire first year. So like first starts walking, first starts eating, stuff like that that I can come back to and update. I'd like to do a little spread or a layout on some nicer like professional photos that we might have taken after she's born, and then the rest of the album would be based on her monthly updates. So that's my kind of basic thought process. It would be different for everyone because everyone has different things they'd like to include. I've already done a lot of the pregnancy documentation and preparing for the baby in something else, so that's just going to give me more room in this album to focus on the first year. Anyway, the reason that I like to set it out before I start is to give me the structure, but also so that I can work out what pocket pages I'm going to need, because I'm actually doing a kind of like a hybrid Project Life, because it's not just going to have Project Life pockets, it's also going to have some 12 by 12 spreads. So by writing out what I want to include, I could also work out in my head what kind of layout I'd like to do for that particular thing. So for example, the intro page, I'd like that to be a 12 by 12 layout, whereas for all of the monthly layouts I'd like to have a 12 by 12 and a pocket page. So what I've done is written beside what I want to put in here, what kind of pocket page I'd like to use for that thing, and all I'm going to do is start putting what I can into the album ahead of time. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to open up my album for the first time, which is exciting. I've kept it in the plastic up until now just to keep it protected. I'm sure it's going to get a little bit beat up over the course of the year, and that's okay. So this is the album that I'm using. It's really nice actually. It feels really nice. So it's like, I think it's a faux leather, and this is the baby pink. So how are we going to do this, because I'm not sure if I have enough room for this album. Okay, so what have we got? So this is quite cool because I didn't know that it came with an envelope and any pocket pages in it. Maybe all of the Project Life albums come with this. I'm pretty sure the ones that I've gotten previously came with nothing, just this protector page. So that's pretty cool. So there's an envelope page. I'm going to take it out for now. And some pocket pages. So the album came with 5 pocket pages and 5 12 by 12 pocket pages, which is pretty cool because I didn't know that it came with anything. Okay, so you can kind of see I'm a little bit cut out of frame. I have my album resting up on the tripod, so I try not to shake it. All I'm going to do is put what I can in, and that way I'm going to start to be able to see how the album's going to fill out. And yeah, that's just going to help me personally stay on track. So I'll refer back to my list, and the first thing I wanted was an introduction page, which was a 12 by 12. So I'll just use this one that came with the album first. I'll put it over this side. So 12 by 12, and then the back of that's going to be a page for her name, and then the third page, which is going to go here, is going to be the birth story, and I've got a pocket page written down for that. So it's not just going to be birth story, it's going to be like photos, footprints. I need to put it over this side, don't I? Yeah, photos and footprints and stuff from the hospital. I probably will add a like narrow insert where I'll type out my birth story or something as well, but for now I'm just going to put the pocket page. And then obviously the back of that is going to be my next page, and that's going to be a page for preparing. So just a few photos of things that we did to prepare for the baby before she was born, and I've got an additional pocket page here for that because it's going to be a double spread. So then the back of that one is going to be page 6, which is going to be for firsts. So for that spread I was going to have, I think I wanted to do like a narrow full-size page where I could just kind of fill in the first, and then this side of the spread was going to be for the photos. So I just had a look in my pocket page stash and I don't actually have any narrow inserts, which is fine. I'm just going to put the 12 by 12 in for now, and if I want to make it narrow later I can always use my fuse tool or just replace it with the right size pocket page when I get it. So the back side of that page is going to be for a layout of photos that we have taken professionally, and then we're just going to go straight into the monthly updates. So for the monthly updates I have some dividers, and I mentioned this in my last video that I got both the boy and the girl version of dividers, and the reason that I did that was because I wanted both colours, because the boy has blues and greens and the girl just has oranges, yellows and pinks, and so I wanted to kind of swap some of those colours out. So I'm going to open these. So I've got the girl version here and the boy version here. I think I'm going to include the pink and the yellow, and then I was thinking, or I might just kind of swap it. So I've got, they say the months at the top, so month 1, and then I might have a blue for month 2, and I might have a green for month 3, and then I'll have another pink for month 4. It's hard because I like the yellow and I like the blue, and those months are the same in each pack. So month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5. Then we would go back to green, I guess, for month 6 if we did it like this. 7. Go back to the blue for month 8. Green month 9, or a green month 9 again. I'm doing this wrong. I'm making it complicated because I'm trying to include both the yellows and the blue, which makes it complicated. So month 9, month 10, then we go back to yellow for month 11, and month 12 would be green, I think. That gives me a pink, blue, green, pink, yellow, green, pink, blue, green, pink, yellow, green. So I think I'm happy with that. That just gives me a little bit of yellow and a little bit of blue. So for the other set that's left over, I have red, yellow, orange, red, blue, orange, red, yellow, orange, red, blue, orange. So that's just me being difficult and being like my own custom color scheme, which is silly, but I did buy these on sale. They were half price, so I thought I may as well just get both because it's still the usual cost of one, and that way I get to incorporate some other colors. So yeah, I think I prefer having the green to the orange, so I'm just gonna leave it as that. So now I'm already up to putting in my first divider, so for month 1, and for each monthly spread I want to have first a 12 by 12 pocket and a design A, so that the spread will be like this. So it'll be like, this will be like a full page layout, another layout, and then this side and this side all for 1 month, and then I'll have another divider. So it's going to give me 2 12 by 12 layouts back to back, and then 2 pocket page layouts back to back. And then I'll put in my second divider for month 2 and repeat. Okay, so all of those pocket pages are in. At the back, when I get to it, when she has her first birthday, I'll probably add in some more pocket pages. Or maybe I'll want to do a 12 by 12 spread, but I'm not going to put them in yet because I don't know yet how I'm going to want to document that. But that just gives me the basic structure of how I want my album to be. And that's not to say I can't change things. I definitely can. I can add in plastic envelopes like this one that came with the album. I've got some more of these in different sizes, so if I have extra things I want to put in here, I definitely can. I can put in different size inserts. I like having little smaller page inserts or narrow inserts if I have extra photos, so I definitely will allow myself to do that if I want to do that, but for now this just gives me kind of a basic structure. The other thing I could do at this stage to start setting things up, obviously because she's not born yet, I don't have photos or anything to put in here, so I'm not going to go ahead and put papers or anything in here yet because I'll want to do that to match the photos, all of that kind of thing. But I do have these monthly cards that I made. I shared these in the previous video as well, so I could go ahead and slip these in. The difference with these cards is just the tabs that I put on the top, so I may just go ahead and put these into the pockets anyway, because I can always swap these cards out if I feel like they match a different month better, if that makes sense, because they are just these vellum pockets. So for month 1, the first pocket page, I think I'm just going to put them here for now. It's just going to be a vellum pocket, and then I'm just going to have my card with the journaling tucked into that pocket. And again, I can swap these cards out when the time comes. I think actually I made this one for month 1 because month 1 is going to be at Christmas time, so it's a little bit Christmassy. So that will tuck into the vellum like that. So I'm just going to do it randomly for now and go and add one of these pockets here on the same spot in each spread for the rest of the 12 months. Oh yeah, I forgot as well, I made some of these pockets have punched, little pretty floral punched borders. I don't know if you can really see very clearly, but some of them have this floral punch and then some of them are just straight. So I'm probably just going to alternate those as well. Again, I'm kind of just putting these in at random at the moment, but when I come to actually putting photos into these pockets and doing the layouts, I'll be swapping these things around a little bit so that they match where I want them to and kind of match with the spread as a whole. But just by having them in here reminds me of what my plans are for the album, and these are the things that I want to stay consistent, because I just prefer personally to have each monthly update quite consistent. So I'll probably even have the monthly update cards in the same spot every single month, or I'll move them to a different spot, but they'll probably stay in that spot every single month just to keep the consistency. It's starting to bulk up already, so it's kind of good to see how much room I'm allowing myself with photos and stuff. The other thing I would usually add at this stage is my monthly title cards. These are the monthly title cards. I actually made them myself to use for this album. These are the quilted cards. I have a digital version of these in my Etsy shop if you want to print them out, but basically this is what I'm going to use each month. And I've got these letters which are from the Heidi Swap, I think it's called the light box, where you can make your own phrases and stuff. It's like a little sign. These were on clearance at Spotlight. I think they were like $3 a packet, usually $12. So I grabbed some. I thought I could use them as embellishments because they're kind of just essentially acetate, well, like a thicker version of acetate with numbers. And I thought that I could just use these each month and put them onto the card and just staple them on, and that would be my title card. But because all of these cards are so different color schemes, this one's a bit Christmassy for month 1, so that's kind of the only one I know where I want it to go. The rest of them I'm going to have to put in as I go, just so I can match the colors to the rest of the layout. But I did make them kind of seasonal when I was making them, so like I thought this one kind of reminded me of Easter, this one reminded me of summer, some of these reminded me of autumn or fall, so some of those. I'm just going to have to put these in as I go along because, yeah, I don't know, again, exactly how they're going to go. But just like with the vellum pockets, they are going to be like a consistency each month. So, for example, I might have my title card over here, the number on it, and then the next month I might have it. I'll probably move the title card around, but I don't know. Basically, this is going to be consistent because each month I'm going to have one of these patchwork cards with the title. So I'm going to keep these out for now, as I said, just because I am going to put them in as I go so that I can match them to the photos that I have for that particular month. But usually I would go ahead and put my monthly title cards in advance. So yeah, I think that's all I'm going to put in here for now, until the album starts taking more shape, which will probably be after the baby's here and I have photos and I've started to work in here. But I just wanted to share kind of how I work out my album, the structure of my album, what's going where, what I want to include, and what you can start doing before you actually have your baby. So just preparing so that it's nice and easy when she's here. I don't have to think too much because I'm going to be very tired, but I'll know straight away, oh, this page I have to do a layout to introduce the album, and as I flick through it just kind of prompts me to put what I need to put where I need to put it. So I'm going to keep this list as well in the album, just here in the front, just in case I forget my plans. But yeah, so that is what I've done so far. It's really nothing, but it helps me feel a little bit organized so that I don't have to try and work all of this out when I have a newborn and I'm tired and get stressed out over it trying to organize it later. It's already organized. So yeah, in the next episode I was thinking of doing a video on some DIY embellishments for the album, things you can make yourself. Please let me know if you would like to see that video, otherwise I may just jump right in and start doing some layouts. So over the course of the next year, I do intend to film my process of actually putting pages together in here. Again, I say that I really want to do that, but we'll see how busy I am. I will try. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this series or finding it a little bit interesting at least. Let me know in the comments below if you did a first year album for your child and what type of album was it? How did you go about it? And are you glad you did it, or did you not do one? You regret not doing one? Is it something you might like to go back and do one day? I think it's a very important, special time. That first year is so busy and so much change and so much growth happens in that first year of your child's life. It affects your entire family, it affects you, and I think it's just a really special time to document. I think it's really important. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!